Hello, everybody. Welcome to Go Global World. I'm super excited to have you at GGW Sharks 33rd. It's just amazing how much energy you provide on social media around the world and supporting us, supporting investors supporting you. This is where we are because of all of the energy you guys provided. And I'm also excited to share that I hear the news that some of the projects here who were pitching were invested by our investors. I'm not going to disclose details unless investors would want to, but this is in incredible time when we have such a tough time for you and for investors. 2023 probably the worst year since 2008, and still we have investors willing to meet with you, willing to invest, and you guys are doing this cutting edge technology. So with long ado, I'm going to present you the event, the Sharks, and we will jump right right into it, so then you can raise capital. Now, I'm going to show you a few slides about Go Global World and then the event. All right, so my name is Daniel Kislinsky. I'm the founder of Go Global World, and we help investors to connect with the right deal flow automatically. We pre-select, verify startups, and we help founders to find the right investors automatically through our technology. Now, why it's so simple? Because investors have one pager and startups have one pager, but it's not just a static page. This page is actually taking some action, thinking on your behalf and pre-selecting the right connections for it. So you always see the most relevant ones in a concise manner, and you just need to either pass or connect. So all the people you see are going through the independent verification as well, and consider for yourself like LinkedIn, but that works with verified people on both sides in venture capital space, and it's also powered with technology to make sure that you're connecting only with the relevant ones. Now, when we say powerful, we mean it, and I will just show most simple things that we use for connecting people. We connect startups and investors by stage, by verticals, by many other criteria, and it's happening before you will see each other. And you are taking the final decision, either pass or connect, but you never see the network of investors or startups that are not a fit to you at all. So you're not happy, you don't have to skip through the noise and finding what is actually might be a fit to me or something. Now, when we say that we pre-select, we really mean it, because we have put a lot of investments into this sophisticated technology that actually thinking on your behalf as if a scout and analyst were sitting right with you and were pre-selecting these projects for you or investors for you, and then you would be actually taking your wise decision based on your real experience and taking your final decision to either pass or connect. So all the information in a concise way will be in front of your eyes, so you have very little time to spend on the project, so you have it all in front of you. Now, that's it. I'll share the details about our Go Global World platform in the chat, the links and everything. You'll be able to register. Now we have our event, GGW Sharks 33rd. So who are the Sharks today? And to them, we have awesome panel of investors: Spencer, Tiesse, Elena, Gantvarg, Kevin Moore, Keshia, Theobald-van Gent, and then Ellis. I'm super excited to have the Sharks, and I will let the guys to present themselves in a second, tell more about their funds, their investment thesis, everything they want. And before that, I want you to know the rules. The rules are important to make this event organized, so please make sure that you keep yourself muted all the time except for investors. This will help you to help your peers to pitch well without interruption, so you don't want to be interrupted as well. So please make sure you're muted. Those who want to pitch, you need to raise your hand. Here there is a button, raise hand in Zoom, and you will have 2-minute elevator pitch plus questions. My team will be selecting those who is going to pitch. In order for you to be selected, you have to have a first name, last name, company name, and you need to keep your video on to make sure that we know that's a real person behind, and we can have some minimum verification. And my team will be asking for your traction, so you can text the account here called Go Global World, and they may give you priority to pitch. Now, who has a priority to pitch? Only startups with a scalable business model and evidence of sales, sometimes IP as well. And if you are in that group, you should reach out to my team here in the chat, and they will be selecting you. Now, please respect your time. 2 hours. This is a 2-hour event maximum. We'll have a hard stop, and GGW members will be pitching first, and those who didn't pitch and didn't have a chance to pitch last time, they will also get the priority to pitch. So there is the contacts of my team here in the chat. So go global world, reach out in case you need to be put in front of investors further. But if you have pitched and you don't fit the criteria, please don't abuse this opportunity to pitch. If you don't get a time to pitch today, it's happening almost every event. So please email us, and we will let you pitch next week. So we don't want you to miss this opportunity. We try to give this opportunity, but you need to be fit to our criteria. All right, finally, how to make this an ideal elevator pitch in 2 minutes. Keep it as a story. Get to the point of what you do and why you are unique. Investors want to hear your traction. So impress with your traction, impress with the love of your customers. And if you pitched before, what has significantly changed in your pitch since you last pitched? And remember, we have also investors here in the chat. So please network, please exchange your information. However, please do not share your emails. Just share your GGW profile so people can connect and system can pre-verify who is a fit or not a fit to you. So that's you get value the most. And if it happens that somebody would, by any chance, would sell you something here after the event or something, please let us know. So we put these people on the blacklist. This is a safe environment for everyone. We try to help entrepreneurs. So please keep us informed. Now, finally, let's make some noise here in the industry. So during the time you pitch or others, feel free to take screenshot and post on social media. And don't forget to tag the speakers, yourself, other participants, and of course, Go Global World. If you would have questions to me or my team, here are our contacts, our website, our email. So that's it. Thank you so much. I'm super excited to get started. And let's present our sharks today. Let's get started with Keshia. Keshia, would you tell us about yourself, about your fund? Super excited to have you.
Yeah. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking the time to be here on a Friday. I might sneeze on you. I am getting over a cold. It is, please don't be offended. But I'm currently the VP at BDev Ventures. We are a CVC of Buyers Dev, but we are not beholden to strategic investment. We have a pretty unique value proposition. So we're investing in B2B SaaS companies, specifically seed and Series A. We really do need that whether it's 600K ARR or a million ARR, we want some indication of product market fit. So we're not necessarily looking at that pre-seed round, but happy to stay connected. Our unique value prop is that we connect all of our portfolio companies with a lead gen platform we've developed in-house. So we're not just giving capital, but we're giving a lot of leads, lots of revenue. So
that's exciting. So it's not just the money, it's also a lot of support. That's exciting. I appreciate that. Great to have you. Spencer, please take it.
Thanks, Daniel. Yeah, so my name is Spencer Tiesse. I'm a principal at VU Venture Partners. We have offices in Hong Kong and San Francisco. We're very much a sector vertical agnostic fund. What we look for are founders tackling big markets in very innovative ways. Anything from pre-seed to Series B, check sizes 100K to $1 million. And, looking forward to hearing the pitches.
Sounds exciting. Great to have you. It's amazing how many sharks, so many, the sharks we have, they are all around the world. And right now we have all the sharks from East Coast, West Coast, all around the United States. Thank you. Then Ellis from Texas.
Hey, Daniel, thank you. Yes, coming from Austin today. I am a serial entrepreneur, and I like to say I've been through the entire Silicon Valley meat grinder from inception to exit. I am also an angel investor, and these days I'm also representing a family office, writing checks up to $100,000. We're pretty sector agnostic, but we want to see startups that are kind of past that pre-seed stage, have some evidence of traction and doing something disruptive in their market.
Sounds exciting. So great to have you, Dan, and thank you for presenting. Kevin Moore, your first time here and super excited to have you. Please tell about yourself, where are you based and your fund.
Yeah, Kevin Moore, based here in the middle of the country in Oklahoma City. Firm is Serac Ventures. We're a seed stage firm looking to invest mainly in like fintech. We see a lot of deals in the creator economy, future of work oriented companies, but we'll look at a good opportunity. Like most of the other investors here, I don't invest at the pre-seed. I think where we add the most value via our network and what we're able to do for founders by way of helping them with their go-to-market, sourcing customers, etc., is really at the seed stage. I like to see some revenue, but also like to see that there's a good pipeline ahead of that, and a team, and sort of making sure that they have some sort of product market fit that we can see. Yeah, so that's the summary of the firm. There's more information on the seracventures.vc website about our criteria, but happy to be here today and look forward to hearing the pitches.
Sounds exciting. Super happy to have you as well. I hope the founders are now taking the notes of all the things and expectations investors have, so you can impress even better, because this is the opportunity and you're getting the information. Elena, Gantvarg, super excited again to have you with us. You're opening this global session, and so what would be your say about you guys?
Thank you, Daniel. Hi, everyone. I'm with Flint Capital. We're an early stage fund based in Boston. We do late seed rounds and Series A rounds. It's funny that many investors here say that they don't invest in pre-seed and they require product market fit for seed rounds. And I was thinking, like, the seed rounds today are not what they used to be 10 to 12 years ago, because 10 to 12 years ago it would be Series A. But today we call it seed rounds. So even for seed rounds, we do require to see some product market fit and initial traction. In terms of check sizes, it's like for seed rounds, it's anywhere between a few 100,000 and $1 million. For Series A, it's between $1 million and $5 million. We're generalists. Yeah, that's it. I'm looking forward to hearing the pitches.
Sounds exciting. So we have an amazing panel of investors, awesome projects to present soon. And my team will be pre-selecting you guys. So reach out to Global World here in the chat directly in case you want to and share your revenue, please, in there. So my team will be looking at that and give you some priority. Now, the first person to present is Ari Bushati from Omni Dantis. Ari, are you ready? Hello, Ari.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You got 2 minutes and you may start now.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi, Sharks. I'm Ari Bushati. I am the founder of Omnidantis. We're a disruptive marketplace revolutionizing the way commercial real estate investors connect with private lenders. So how did I come up with the idea? Well, I've spent the last 10 years managing real estate portfolios and assets in excess of $1 billion for both Fortune 500 and privately held companies. But also obviously investing in real estate myself. So as an investor, I kind of sought to diversify my portfolio and ventured into loaning money in the smaller secondary and tertiary real estate markets in the United States. After successfully funding about $500,000 in loans, and I've interacted with numerous real estate investors, I witnessed a pattern. There's a need for quick access to capital that was not being met by traditional lenders in these markets. So the vision of democratizing access. I'm sorry, somebody hear some noise in the background.
Good. Sorry about that.
So that's fine. So like I said, I funded about $500,000 in loans and interacted with numerous real estate investors, and a pattern emerged. There was a need for quick access to capital that was not being met by traditional lenders in these markets. So the vision of democratizing access to capital was born. And driven by this vision, I developed an MVP with an initial investment of about $100,000, and within a couple months of our launch, with minimal advertising, we attracted about 12 borrowers and 20 lenders to our platform. Now that growth and that user demand for enhanced features brings us to this next phase of our journey, and we're currently seeking a pre-seed funding of $500,000 to bring advanced functionalities, including loan underwriting, to the platform. We want to bring these enhancements to achieve 3 major milestones for the platform, which is expedited quote generation for borrowers, which can provide loan pre-approval in minutes, loan approval rate of 90% to ensure access to capital for all qualified borrowers, and a streamlined loan closing process that can get completed in under 10 days. With Omnidantis, we are empowering commercial real estate investors to overcome the challenges facing these markets and unlocking the vast potential of these underserved regions. So, Sharks, who wants to join me in this informative journey and become a part of the future of real estate financing? Thank you for your time, and happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you so much. Who wants to join their journey? What's your questions? Let's start.
I mean, I'll start and say thank you for the presentation. I am working with a couple of companies that are very similar, but in a different medium. I made an angel investment a couple of years ago into a company that was doing this specifically for storage facilities. And so for me, it's probably too similar to some of the other things that I have already working. So I'll have to say I'm out on this one.
Okay.
Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it. What about the rest of the Sharks?
So this is a bit of a scary time for commercial real estate right now. What value would you say you are providing to lenders to help them de-risk the lending process? Like, what is sort of your value-added proposition here?
So yeah, great question. We're providing lenders with deal flow, right? So for the investors, it's very straightforward, but for lenders, it's deal flow. It's going to be vetted borrowers, so there's going to be like an approval process. It's going to be somebody who has some kind of capital, but they need the liquidity to move faster into deals, right? So that's why we're targeting just private lenders. We're not going with the traditional lenders. So the vetted borrowers who also meet that criteria, right? So it's going to be, that's why loan underwriting is going to be a big part of the platform. So both the lenders, they can set up a profile of what they're looking for on the borrowers, and the borrowers can also match with the right lender that matches their profile. So there's a risk assessment already done by the lenders, and when they do it on the platform, they can easily filter through all the different borrowers that do not match their criteria.
But beyond that matchmaking, are you providing some value-added aspect to this?
So right now we're doing the matching, and that's why we're raising the pre-seed so we can add the loan underwriting onto the platform. So
got it.
We want to develop the infrastructure and the tech forwards and have the whole loan process happen on platform online.
Okay. Are there any Sharks interested to connect with Ari? Any more questions?
Yeah, so this isn't really an area I focus on, but my fund does have a real estate arm. So happy to kind of connect and make an intro there.
Great. Thank you. Absolutely.
Sounds exciting. So there is one Shark in, and super exciting to open this session with the first connection. Congratulations. Anyone else? All right. Thank you so much, Ari. No more questions. And we will connect with Spencer to
thank you, everyone.
Appreciate your presentation, and we're moving on. The next presenter, thank you. The next presenter is Adam Ashley from Plus Up. Adam, are you there? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. You got 2 minutes.
So I'm Adam. All right. I'm Adam Ashley, founder and CEO of Plus Up, a behavioral health startup that's creating an entirely new product category that leverages machine learning to help parents gamify good behavior. A few years ago, I co-founded another consumer startup called M-Edge, growing that business to nearly $40 million in annual revenue in just 5 years. And right around the time that I was selling that business, I became a father. I had 2 boys, and my wife and I were really struggling with challenging behavior like temper tantrums. And when our boys first started acting up, we did a ton of reading. We tried behavior charts and some other methods, but we found that existing parenting solutions weren't engaging for modern kids and require a lot of maintenance for busy parents. It turns out that 78% of parents today have the same problem that we did, and we realized that there was an incredible opportunity to leverage technology to gamify good behavior in a way that's really fun for kids and easy for parents. To address this problem, our team of parenting experts launched Good Timer, an interactive educational platform that helps kids learn healthy habits using proven positive reinforcement methods so that the whole family can feel more peaceful and connected. So far, we've sold roughly 11,000 Good Timers directly to parents all over the world, generating nearly $1 million in gross revenue. Good Timer has received hundreds of five-star product reviews and earned 9 parenting product awards, including the Amazon Launchpad Innovation Grant. The first generation Good Timer was designed to be an MVP to prove product market fit, but it's always been our vision for Good Timer to be a smart IoT platform that leverages machine learning to address the unique needs of each child as they grow and reach new developmental milestones. So that's what we're working on now. This winter, we'll launch the next generation Good Timer platform with an AI-powered mobile app that will provide an even more effective solution for parents while expanding recurring revenue through subscriptions and affiliates. After wrapping up the Techstars Accelerator this spring, we kicked off a $1 million seed round to launch the next generation platform. And so far, our round is more than 60% subscribed with $615,000 in commitments so far, including a $150,000 follow-on investment from Techstars, only offered to about 10% of portfolio companies. So I'll put my contact info in the chat, and I'd be happy to schedule some time to walk you through our pitch and give you a demo of our next generation platform.
Thank you, Adam. A little bit past time, but thank you so much. Dear Sharks,
Okay.
Exciting project, founder from Techstars.
Yeah. I can start. Adam, thank you for the presentation.
Sure.
So I've seen quite a few companies, apps that try to do something similar, and all of them struggled to retain the customers. So my question is, what is your retention, like 3 months retention, 6 months retention, and how do you plan to retain the customers?
Yeah, so our retention is pretty high. And right now we sell a platform that's actually a physical positive reinforcement companion for kids. We studied a lot of the competition in the space. There's a ton of parenting apps out there that are really designed to support parents, but there aren't really a lot of solutions out there that are really engaging for kids. And that stickiness is exactly what we were going after with the Good Timer platform, which has a glowing visual timer that talks to kids throughout the day and tells them that they're making good choices. It includes a token economy where they can earn physical tokens they can exchange for fun incentives. And it's a time and positive discipline tool. We actually have a US utility patent around this, this positive discipline platform. So in terms of retention, we have really high retention, but I'll have to get back to you on the exact numbers on that because we haven't launched the app yet, which is really going to allow us to stay front of mind with families and help them along their parenting journey. But based on feedback we get from surveys and discussions with the customers, that parents are using it for years and years. Did I answer your question?
Yes and no, because I was just curious. You know, like very often when the companies say like we have high retention, what they often mean, I'm not saying that you mean it this way, but they say that the industry average is 2.5%, and our retention is twice as high, which is 5%.
Right.
So
some numbers I can share. Yeah, some numbers I can share is an NPS of 85, and that's from direct feedback from our customers. Our return rate on our product is 6% compared to an industry average of 25% in consumer electronics. And from customer surveys, 93% of our customers say Good Timer is far more effective than their previous parenting solution. So that's the feedback that we're getting directly from customers who love the product. And I'd encourage you to review our Amazon reviews. They're all verified, they're real, and you can hear how Good Timer's making a positive impact.
Thank you.
Sure.
I'll go next because I know Adam. How you doing, Adam?
Hey, Dan. It's good to see you, sir.
Yeah, good to see you. Maybe you could use this opportunity to tell us about your growth over the last year. Yeah,
so you know, we received 2 investments on our pre-seed round, one from Techstars and one from Conscious Venture Partners. So we've raised $245,000, and we deployed that capital in 2 ways this year. One was to kick off product development of our next generation platform with this mobile app that will have subscription revenue and affiliate revenue from partners. And then on marketing, we've really had some great success with influencer marketing, onboarding 54 social media influencers into our Good Timer Ambassador program. And we've had about 11% month over month growth, putting us on target to do about $500,000 in gross revenue this year, about 2x from last year. So that's a little bit about our growth story. Did that answer your question, Dan?
Yeah, that's great. And Good Timer is
Okay.
an awesome product. I really love it.
Thank you.
It's excellent. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Adam, I heard you pitch the last time I was here.
Okay.
I know we're limited in the number of questions we should ask maybe in this forum, but I'd love for you, let's get connected. We don't invest in B2C at BDev, but one of the angel groups I'm a member of might be really interested.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that opportunity. I'll reach out to you on LinkedIn.
Yeah, Adam, I was going to say the same. I think it's a great pitch. Not the right product for me, but I do think I know some groups that would be interested in this. I'm curious about sort of the revenue model and what percent comes from the actual sale of the unit, and then what you expect the revenue to be like once you turn on the subscription piece. But
Yep.
we can follow up offline about that.
That sounds good. Good question. I'll reach out to you, Kevin. Thank you.
Sounds fantastic. So 2 sharks are in, and we will connect you after the event. So fantastic. No more sharks interested. And Adam, great presentation, great product. Keep working on it. Thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you. Now the next presenter is Alex Golavati from VGoTrip. Alex, you ready?
Hi everyone, do you hear me?
Yes, go for it. You got 2 minutes.
Great. Hi everyone, my name is Alex. I'm the co-founder and CEO of VGoTrip, a self-guided audio tour powered by AI. Every day, millions of travelers have spent $6 million on guided tours and fall into a small hell. Guide rush the tourists lost in huge groups, they don't hear or see guides and lose time in long lifestyle attractions. VGoTrip allows travel by its own rule, providing self-guided tours with instantly availability. We help 90,000 plus travelers explore 250 cities with $1.6 million GMV. We have 30 in-house travel experts and top advisors who have already built a unicorn company, and we know how the best travel app should be. Right now, we're raising seed round and and want to increase our revenue margins from 55% to 75%. That's all. Let's grow together. And I wait in your questions, dear Sharks.
Sounds exciting. Do you guys have questions for Alexander?
What's the market size?
Our market size is 2 billion because our main goal is to build the largest assistant for self-travelers. What does it mean? Right now, we're creating audio guides. Also, we launch guides for trip planning. And the third step, we plan to launch experience and events for travelers. For example, Oktoberfest, etc. A lot of events in the world who attract a lot of travelers.
Okay.
And forgive me, it might be my connection. I'm a little bumpy here, or it was a little hard for me to hear you. What traction do you guys have today?
Right now, we have 90,000 plus travelers who has already explored 250 cities. We earned 1.6 million GMV. Our revenue margin 55% right now. And we launched our AI tool for generating audio tours right now. And it's allowed to us increase revenue margin from 55% to 75%.
And sorry, who's the buyer? It's the
Our buyers is travelers. For example, you want to visit Paris and you want to visit Louvre Museum, you can buy our audio tour in our app or website for Louvre Museum. Tickets will be included. You need to show the ticket to the entrance and listen your audio tour in the app. Our main audience is families with small children because not easy to travel with children. I know it's because I have a small baby. Yeah.
And do you have partnerships with these places, or this is something that you're kind of doing?
Yeah, yeah. We have direct contracts with a lot of attractions. Also, right now, 95% of our sales, it's like CPA model. Booking.com, TripAdvisor, Get a Guide, Drip.com, all of them sell our audio tools. And we have a lot of big data. We know how to which type of tools we need to produce in any destinations. And
Pretty rad.
Sorry? Yeah, and our main goal right now to produce 8,000 tools in 6 languages.
All right. So
what is your competitive differentiation? Because there are quite a few apps doing basically this, offering the same
Yeah,
value.
thank you for good questions. We have some of hard to replicate features. First of all, as I told, we have big data from our sales partners because we know, for example, we can to produce street art tool to Paris, and we will get first purchases within 2 hours because we have big data. The second one, we have 2-side partnership with attractions. They provide for us tickets, and we provide for them audio tools. They use us like audio guide platform. Third, one of hard to replicate feature, we have AI tool, and we training them for generating high quality audio tools. And every day, our audio tools better and better and better. And also, we have a lot of secret sauce. I can share you all of them in our data room.
Alexander, so I think it's actually like a pretty good idea. I'm
pretty
just on your
cool.
website, like looking around. Do you have some feature beyond just like audio? Because I feel like that is just sort of a race to the bottom feature, and like I could easily duplicate that by having like a YouTube video. Like, is this all delivered via an app that you have? And is there, like, when you're on the walking tour, is there a mapping function on there so I know points of interest as they relate to some, you know, map or something like that? Or like, what is
yeah, a great question. So we have walking tours, we have museum tours, we have car tours. For example, in Grand Canyon, we have bike tours in Netherlands. Our app, it's like universal app for, it's like classic guide, your personal guide, but in your pocket, because you pass our tools in our app. If you will reach some of attractions, our app will start playing audio about these attractions on full automatically. We have GPS, we have maps, galleries, etc. features in the app.
Cool. All right, right on. Thanks.
All right. As the final question here is that who is interested to connect with Alexander? Is there any sharks interested? Okay, Spencer.
Yeah, I spent about a decade in the OTA space before getting the VC, so we should talk. Be interested to learn more.
Great, thank you so much.
Yeah, same here, Alexander. I'll chat with you as well.
All right, so
great. Thank you so much, guys.
Let's go. Come on.
All right, so fantastic. Anyone else? All right, thank you. Yeah, so congratulations, great product. We need to move on.
In our current technological era, hustling to keep artistic expression genuine and vibrant is more crucial than ever before. My name is Marfi Hernandez, and I'm the founder of Zion Quest, pioneering the birth of artistic culture and monetization. I have worked in the entertainment industry for over 8 years, and I have been involved in Latinas in tech for a few years. I decided to merge my two passions together because there is billions of dollars to tap into globally in the social media market, and 1 million followers is not $1 million. Social media platforms unfairly monetize user data, lack user ownership, employ biased algorithms, and have impacted mental health. The Zion Quest way empowers creators such as poets, artists, musicians, cinematographers, and new game developers through fair compensation, protected ownership, and improved discoverability, restoring balance lacking in current media models. Our business model generates revenue through membership tiers and transaction fees. I have raised and bootstrapped about $70K in funding, which has allowed us to complete our designs, which we are very excited about because we are providing Web3 designs in a Web2 world. Currently in pre-seed funding, looking to raise $500K for development of the application, launching, and operations. The time is now to make this social move. Art transcends language. It's something you feel. If you or someone you know would be interested in Zion Quest, we'd appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Sounds exciting. Thank you so much. Dear Shark, do you have any questions?
How do you say, is it Zon Quest or Zom Quest? I'm just trying to look it up.
You're muted, Marfi.
Thank you. You could find us at zion.quest.
Okay, Zion Quest. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Marfi, could you give an example of how somebody would use your platform, just so I can further my understanding of what it is that you're building?
Yes. So we do have kind of like IP protection because, like I said, we have Web3 designs. So it's very interactive. It's not like what people are used to with Instagram and the social platforms that exist today. We have organized it in our galactic space, which just to show you guys. Oh, you can't really see it because I'm being cut off here, but I was trying to show kind of like one of our posters so you could get an idea of what our memberships look like.
What do I get for a membership? And forgive me, I admittedly took a lot of Dayquil this morning, so maybe it's just my brain being a little slow, but what exactly, like, why am I as a user, why am I logging on?
Okay, so we have 3 kinds of memberships. We have Creator Plus, which they're making an investment to monetize fairly within our platform. So we have gifting within for all their content. We have downloads, which they get 100% of the proceeds, and also they get to sell within their shop. So we're a one-stop shop for creators, which does not yet exist, right? And then for explorers, that's our free tier, because we're looking for explorers to be able to have a passion for what they're seeing and be able to donate money. And we have also designed a virtual wallet within the application so that there's smooth transitions with money.
All right. So are there more questions from the Sharks? Anyone interested to connect with Marfi?
Or if you can think of anyone that you can connect me with, that would be great.
Every opportunity is important. Thank you so much, Marfi. Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody is interested, we will connect. So I have to just apologize for the previous incident. Really sorry for the someone interrupting us. So we kicked out a few people, and seems like the noise not happening. So we'll keep protecting this session, and I apologize again. And for the next presenter would be Duncan Burns, who I kicked out by accident. So sorry about that with this technical part. Duncan, you ready?
Great. Thank you for bringing me back on and being present of mind to be able to do that. That's I know you're dealing with a lot of different things.
Thank you.
The Veggiedome company has got a product and a series of products that are for grab-and-go healthy food for the next generation of healthy eaters. We're thinking about the future of food, and it is not different types of concoctions or pills. It is going towards whole food, plant-based eating, which there are now tens of thousands of doctors in the United States who are prescribing to their patients to change their lifestyle. How can they change their lifestyle? If they go into the same kitchen they've been going in for the last 15 years. We have the tool that is utility patented. We've got the IP in place with trademarks. We've sold now 7,500 of these fruit and veggie pods. I don't know if you can see in my background there that there are some diagrams of them. This is using biology to keep vegetables alive in your kitchen out on the table. So you don't put it in the refrigerator. That's one of the things. You want to see the food and eat it. It's out on the table. It looks nice. You've cleaned it and you've trimmed whatever you're going to eat and put it in there, and your family or you eat the vegetables from it. It's a tool that enables you to get that next step from the refrigerator, where Americans are throwing $120 worth of their vegetables a month away. This product is going to cost $59. It's going to bring vegetables out onto the table, so that this is a change. This is a category creator. There is not anything like it. We've got a team in place that our C-suite is really experienced business people. We've got a 4-time NBA champion, John Sally, who isn't just a great basketball player. He is, in fact, an actor, a performer, and his mission is to bring fruits and vegetables more in the forefront of people's lives in America and many countries. Again, we do have traction. We also have a new design for this, which is slightly improved, but 3 pounds lighter. So our profits are going to go up as we go into this next generation. That's what we're doing this capital raise for. We're looking for $500,000, and it's an equity deal, but we also have other things in planned. This is a great opportunity for somebody.
All right. Thank you so much, Duncan.
Yeah.
And dear Sharks, do you have any questions? Is there anyone fit in here?
Sure. Could you talk a little more about the underlying technology?
The underlying technology is that, and this comes from the fact that I came from a household with a greenhouse. I learned very early on, like 7 or 8 years old, that plants actually drink a lot of their moisture through the air. So I was a dad trying to make it so vegetables would be fresh for my kids on the table. I thought, oh, I can just, it's a container that is, think about terrarium, and then it's got a lid on top that you can reach in and grab the food. And that, when I made that lid for my kids to reach in, made an incredible thing take place, which is that the ethylene gas escaped through the lid. So I've got moisture that's contained by that lid, but at the same time, the lid is allowing ethylene gas to escape. And that combination makes a perfect environment for the vegetables to be not just fresh, but alive for the entire week.
Okay, interesting. We should connect. There's another group I spoke with a while back, similar concept, I think, in general, but yeah, I'd be very curious to learn more.
All right.
Super. I just now sent a chat from my LinkedIn link is on the chat right now.
We will connect you after the event directly via email. No worries. That will be a moment.
Oh, good.
Duncan, how much longer do the vegetables last? Because it's just kind of like taking the concept of the clear refrigerator drawer that's on the bottom that you put your fruit and vegetables into to extend the life. You're essentially
the clear refrigerator door that all these vegetables die in.
Yeah, that drawer. So putting that on the table, how much longer does it last?
Okay, that's the wrong question. The question is not how, you don't buy vegetables to keep them. You buy vegetables to eat them. And I don't mean to be rude by saying that's the wrong question. I'm just joking, being jovial here. They last, you can put lettuce in there that can last even 2 weeks, and the lettuce leaves start to curl up. But the reason I'm joking about it is that we're trying to get people to eat the vegetables, not to store them. And what happens is it keeps it for, we've done actually lab tests, FDA lab tests showing that they last 5 or 6 days without any degradation. As I said, lettuce can be in there for 2 weeks, but this is for keeping them for 2 days or 3 days, because you're supposed to be putting them in there and eating them. That in my household, especially, like you put some strawberries in there, they're gone in 18 hours, right? So it's something where we are changing your conception of what you're doing with your food, because it's out on the table, man, it gets eaten up. I've got emails
thank
back
you.
from
Thank
moms.
you. You're like
Yeah, go ahead.
you're very concise in what you try to explain. We have a lot of others.
Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate the question.
Is there some kind? Do you have a patent or protection of some kind on the design and the technology?
Yes, we've got 3 different design patents, but we have a utility patent, which is not even just design or material or shape. It is the concept. We had to do scientific experiments showing the USPTO. So we have a utility patent that took us 4 years to get.
Like describe the utility patent, because I don't quite understand it in this context.
Well, it is more involved than just a design patent because somebody can just change the shape and they can make it, okay?
Right.
Even though I do have 3 different design patents, we have also a utility patent, which is about the concept of vegetables being kept in a container where ethylene gas escapes and moisture is contained in. That's the
Okay.
my basic description.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Final question is anyone except for Spencer interested to connect with Duncan? Friends, thank you so much. We're moving on.
I
Duncan,
appreciate the time. Thank you.
appreciate your time as well. And the next founder to present is Dmitro Muzichko. Dmitro, are you there? Ready?
Yes.
Okay, so you got
Yes.
2 minutes. Let's do it.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dmitro. I will present you to today a startup that I'm building for the last 2.5 years. It is a big scale idea ecosystem for home improvement industry, but big scale ideas are being achieved with small steps. My first step is a workplace, database, I would say, or a job board for 2 major players in the home improvement industry, for construction companies and for subcontractors. Main idea of our platform is to allow construction companies to find qualified labor, and for our qualified labor, our subcontractors to find work. We have major traction. We have over 10,000 crews already on the platform who are licensed and insured and who are looking for work. And we have construction companies. We have over 400 construction companies on the platform who need installers and who signed up to the platform to find installers. Why this is good? Because it's only place that allow, our platform is only place that allow subcontractors to find work rather than cold calling and cold emailing. We are raising 500,000 in order to scale the platform and put all money into our marketing efforts in order for people to recognize ProImprover as a place where they can find work or installers. Next steps of our platform will be siding roofing measurement software that will be transformed into an app that will be sales tool for construction companies that we already have on our platform. We developed part of it as well, but our efforts right now directed on success of ProImprover. ProImprover, a place where installers can find work and companies can find installers. Thank you.
Right on time. Thank you so much. Great job. Dear Sharks, your questions.
Dimitro, where's your target market? What geographic market are you targeting? Is it the US market? Is it a different international market? I'm just curious about that. Because in the US, I'm personally working with a couple of companies in this space already specifically. So I'm just curious if it's a different market, then there's some appeal there. But if it's this market, then it might be a bit more challenging.
It is United States. I'm targeting United States. I built myself 12 million construction company in this market, so I know this market pretty well and doing first of all for this.
How do you reconcile the competitive environment then around what you're doing and what these others are doing?
We have 2 real competitors who is Equilinx and also Service Titan. Those are big companies, but their target is to concentrate labor within one company. They are not working on marketplace feature. Our system allows to have, for example, common calendar for one subcontractor who is working for 5 construction companies to have his calendar in one place, and for construction company to have access to multiple subcontractors' calendars in one place, as well as contact details, as well as reviews, as well as reputation, as well as license insurance, major documents. No of these companies have it. They are not acting as marketplace. They are acting like SaaS. And they are not utilizing money of subcontractors who are ready to spend money to get jobs. They are using money of construction companies because they think that construction companies are the only people there who are a little bit tech heavy, but subcontractors willing to pay.
So that was actually going to be my question. You sort of touched on a little bit, is the value added aspects that you're putting into the marketplace. So besides just, kind of creating the handshake between the two parties, are you doing things like payment processing through here, reviews? Like why would I want to come onto this platform?
First, reviews. You need to know how good is the subcontractor. Reviews are there. Do you want to know if you're licensed and insured? Documents are there. You want to keep your calendar there. Calendar is there. You want to keep projects there. Pictures, documents of the project, scope of work with amounts that will be paid. They are there. Invoices feature. They are there. Send invoice subcontractor, pay invoice contractor. There. All features that cover the workflow is in this platform.
Okay.
In this platform.
And then did you mention, I'm sorry if you did mention traction, but I might have got the numbers crossed. Sounded like 10K gross going through the platform. Was that correct?
We have 10,000 subcontractors who did register on the platform, and
Okay.
we have around 350 construction companies who did register on the platform. Then current MRR, we are at the level of 3,500s, but that's because we did free stuff before this. Right now we are monetizing, and we need to invest into building the brand.
That's a lot of people that you have on the platform. What do you need to do to take them from this free tier to a paid tier? How do you move them to that paid category?
We need to offer them jobs. We need to offer them more jobs from contractors on the platform. Want a job, pay money. Like something similar that job posting boards do.
So who pays you? Do the contractors pay you? Do the companies pay you? Like, how do they make money?
Contractors are paying me to find subcontractors. Currently, they need to waste 3 to 6 hours of their time just to find sub. Subcontractors are paying me to find work and to find construction company to work for.
Once they found the contractors via your platform, what is the incentive for them to continue paying them if they can schedule things with subcontractors directly?
Project management tools, common calendar, invoices system, project feature, all this makes process of work easy for both parties. They need it. They need pictures. They need invoices. They're using it. It's a tool that covers all their needs.
Are they paying you one time, or is it a subscription model?
Subscription, MRR, like monthly payment.
And it sounds like Sharks getting interested. There's so many questions as I'm on.
Are you replacing a current system? Like what do construction companies use today to manage that?
First, pen and paper, texts. Third, they used, in order to find subcontractors, they were standing next to supply house at 6 a.m. until 8, 9, trying to catch subcontractor, get his contact details. Subcontractors to find work were calling all companies in the area and asking, do you have work for me? That's how market operates right now. They need solution, and I'm trying to give them solution. It's easier.
And what were they using for, like, because you're saying what makes the marketplace really sticky is this like ease of payment, ease of kind of tracking work and photos and stuff like that. Is there already a system in place? Is there like an industry player there?
Right now, big CRM systems that originally were targeting lead to sales system, they are developing project management tools that allow subs to have access to these tools. Yes, they do. Again, as I mentioned, Equilinks, Equilinks, Cirrus Titan implementing this tool just right now, but they are limiting to work only for one company. They're not allowing to work for multiple, and we allow to work for anyone they want.
Why bother with the marketplace at all? Why not just sell the tools to the contractors, let them manage their business?
We actually very important fact that I forgot to mention. First of all, why contractor needs SaaS? They need lead to sales tool. They need CRM. That's first thing they need, and that's how all construction SaaS entered the market. We are only project management tool, so we integrating with other SaaS platforms. But why not to sell just SaaS? Of course, we will, but we need to perfect our project management tool from one side, and from other side, we already got partnership with HubSpot, and we will be targeting them with them construction industry as ecosystem, SaaS ecosystem, HubSpot plus Pro Improver, because we have features they don't, and they won't develop in it. I already had agreement with them on this 2 months ago.
All right. Thank you so much, Dmitra. I think this is time we move on. So many questions, and we have lots of other projects to discuss. Are there any sharks interested to connect with Dmitra?
I'd be interested in hearing more about it.
Sounds exciting. Thank you, Gavin. Exciting. So there's one shark interested. Okay, perfect. Then Dmitra, good luck. Great project. Maybe moving on. And the next presenter is Gina Cho. Gina, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Fantastic. So you got 2 minutes. You may start now. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Shark. I'm Gina Choi. I'm a founder of Lamiel and an ex-consultant and financial auditor at Ernst & Young. And our product, Lamiel, is a solution to the problem of me and other women who are working under intense work and management environment. For corporate leaders to celebrities and athletes, the challenges of premenstrual syndrome, PMS, and menopause are often silent yet significant hurdles. This leads to reduced concentration, mood swing, and pains that prevent us from being our best. Traditional remedies like hormonal treatments and over-the-counter painkillers are the norm, but they come with side effects and don't always effectively address these issues. Lamiel changes the narrative. Our cutting-edge natural premium serum, specifically designed to combat PMS and menopause symptoms, is not just another health product. If you're looking for an innovative healthcare product with amazing effect and results, Lamiel is the one. It is patented solution in Korea, backed by a certification from a renowned German dermatologist test, validating its effectiveness without compromises. This isn't just a claim, it's a proven fact as evidenced by our early adopters, including professional athletes, OBGYN nurses, and Army women who have experienced this benefit firsthand. But we're not stopping there. We're in talks with distributors to bring Lamiel to over 5,000 spas, gyms, clinics, and luxury locations across the USA. The market potential is vast. The women's inner health and beauty market is enormous, around US dollars 38.7 billion. With our current focus, we have a serviceable available market, US dollars around 5.9 billion. And our goal is to reach US dollars 1 million per month sales at the end of year 2. This means selling around 11,000 women who buy our product in the whole US. The gross margin of the product on direct online sales is more than 90%. So it seems to be a great investment for the investors. To embark on our journey, we are seeking an investment of 1 million US dollars. This capital will be pivotal in scaling our R&D operations, expanding our reach, and ultimately transforming the lives of countless women, enabling them to lead our lives with confidence and comfort every day of the month. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Just a little bit past time. Thank you. And yeah, dear Shark, do you have any questions?
Hey, Gina, thank you so much. Is this a, are you selling this here in the US as a vitamin supplement? So you're kind of getting around FDA requirements?
Yes, so it is like a vitamin supplement, and it doesn't really require the FDA. It requires a cosmetic, so that's why we did the dermatologist testing. Yeah.
And how do you use the product? Is it like it's a serum? Do you put it in water? Do you put it on your skin? How does it work?
I actually have it in the background. So we developed it. This is nothing that you can see in the market. So this is only one kind. You can see. Yeah, so this looks like this, like a tampon. It has a serum inside. It's made of mineral. Lots of probiotic. So it goes inside of the inner sector, and then it strengthens the wall of the uterus. It's like a skincare of it's serum on the space, but strengthening the wall of the inner skin. It's like literally a game changer, and whoever used it, they were like, you need to sell it. So that's why I stopped working at Ernst & Young, and I know that this one is gonna good for the society. Yeah. It's literally the game changer.
Do you currently have traction on the product? So I guess that's the first question. I guess maybe the leading question should have been, so you didn't create this product, you're reselling the product? Is that what I'm?
No, it's our creation. So this one already developed. I actually got to know from the dermatologists in Korea. We are well known, we use it, but we actually developed it more with the premium ingredients. We have doctors who developed it together. So it's our own. And also me and my co-founder actually developed it better with the shape and all, and over 2 years. And finally it came out. So it's all our name. It's our own. Yeah, we're not reselling.
Do you have a patent on the product?
Yes, we do.
It's not something that Serac Ventures would be interested in, but I do know some VCs that focus on health type investments, especially like in the feminine industry. I'd love to try to connect with you with some of them.
They will be great. They will love it. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Fantastic. So one shark is in. What about the rest of the sharks? Anyone else have questions?
Gina, do you currently have traction? Is this a product that is readily available right now for purchase?
Yes, so right now we are selling online, and we are actually making a contract with a lot of high-end boutique brand. Actually, they are trying to collaborate with us. So some spots we have it because we just started it, but also actually Estée Lauder reached out to us as well, and they took our products, and a month later they came back to me and saying that, what is this? This is amazing, and you have to use it, because this was a VP of the global strategy, and she said this is a celebration of a womanhood.
So where can you buy right now? Are you selling it direct to consumers through your own website, or is it available? Okay.
Yeah, on the website. It's lamiel.com.
Okay.
Thank you. So if no more questions from the sharks, thank you so much. We will connect you with Kevin after the event tomorrow. And we're moving on. Thank you. We're moving on, and the next presentation is the founder is Jonathan Kitson from Water Frontier. Jonathan, you ready?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me. So we are in the middle of a massive infrastructure failure right now, the largest one in human history. It affects millions of homes, and it is basically that we have a septic system collapse, both the municipal level and at a residential level. Essentially, septic is now going out, wastewater treatment is coming in, new regulations from New York to California, Florida, Texas, the entire Gulf Coast now mandate wastewater treatment when you build a new home or when you sell your existing home. On top of that, we have this massive housing shortage, which is going on, creating a new demand for instant housing, really fueling the tiny home and ADU market. They need a new fast to deploy septic alternative. Water Planter is a solution for both of these markets. It is an entire municipal level water treatment facility shrunk into a little 4-foot box, which is automated. It's a smart product with an IoT stack on top that uses machine learning to do more in much less space. In fact, just 2% of the space of a traditional septic system. It is a climate adaptation product for the built environment. It has one patent filed, another one we're working through right now, which will go in the next month. In June, we were invited by Housing and Urban Development and selected as one of the 23 most interesting companies for their innovative housing showcase in Washington, D.C. For us, it was really a product soft launch. We were really not thinking of launching our product until really December of this year. But when we came there, we were aimed at really the climate market. And what we found out was there was this huge market in the ADU space. We had this other business, this B business, we were really kind of only semi-aware of. Tiny home builders came to us and are like, hey, this is what we've been looking for. We have an instant house. We need something that we can sell with it to allow us to drive our sales. So the tiny home builders have now kind of become our agents. They use our trying to sell our product in order to sell more of their own products to their buyers. We are currently working in about 500 different sales pipelines. Some of those actually came out of the show in Washington, and we continue to refine and develop the product and sign the people up as agents. We now, I think, have the perfect product.
Jonathan, you pass time. Please wrap this up.
Sure. We sell these units for $8,500. A 3-bedroom home version is $25,000. Our margin is more than 60%. We're looking for basically late seed money to fuel our marketing and ramp up. I'll leave it at that.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Dear Sharks, your questions. Who wants to start?
So you're selling this for $8,500. I mean, that's a very steep price point. Like, who is your initial target market? Because obviously, like, for all intents and purposes, waste treatment is still functional for at least the moment. So even predicting the future that you discuss, it seems like a big investment for somebody to make.
Well, they have no alternative. So if you go to a typical septic system, if you're putting it on a new build, you're looking at anywhere from low end, really kind of 10 grand, but the average right now is running over 20 to 35,000. The other issue is that specifically for just, let's talk about the tiny home market. We actually have a lot of people interested who are actually on store, which is strange to us because the ADU goes in the back of the house. The store system is at the front of the house. Channeling the two together is actually very expensive because you have to tap into the store line. We didn't think that was a market, but it is. We have a lot of people certainly looking to try to use us. I think the misconception here is that that's putting a septic system in, which is 25% of the entire housing market in the United States, is cheap. It is not. It is actually in many cases over $60,000. And again, in the mandated B2C side of the business, which is like the Florida Gulf Coast, those people have to do it. Or we do have competition in that area. It's typically about $35,000 to $60,000 per house. Okay. So it's expensive. It's not cheap.
Let's see if we have any questions from the investors. So it's an opportunity.
Is it legal today? And I ask because a few years ago, I actually got involved in an angel deal with a very, very similar product. But we realized very quickly that most states in the United States don't allow for alternative sewage.
Yeah, you're right. When we started the company, that was the case. And actually what's changed now is really because of climate change. They've now changed the rules very significantly. So you have, for example, in I don't know if any of you guys have houses in the Hamptons, but for example, Suffolk County, it's now mandated. In Miami-Dade, there's 112,000 houses right now, which they must change when they're getting a new mortgage or when they sell the house. In California, you can use the wastewater to flush your toilet. The big thing for us is that the big change has been that they're allowing wastewater treatment on site. It negates the need for a drain field. And the drain field requires an engineer to build it and certify it, which is a cost and expense and time. And if you do wastewater treatment on site, that wastewater is actually clean. So then you can actually just pipe it into an irrigation system, which a gardener can put in. So it's actually been a big change, actually, and that's only really since January. And then in the ADU, I don't want to go on, I could go on forever on this, but like in the ADU space, we actually work with them, and it's very different because they allow you to do a lot more with an ADU even than a residential house, even though they're kind of the
same. Is this out in the wild right now? Have you actually sold this?
Yeah, we just, like, for example, we just did a building show in Fresno. We did 8 sales right there, and we're actually processing 2 more big orders for 50 units. We sold in the past about 20. They were actually previous versions. We actually have a government-funded pilot with a First Nations group, the Sook First Nations, which has been going on since July. That's for the smaller unit. That should complete in February, and eventually that will lead to a contract which we can actually bank, because with the First Nations, it's a government guaranteed contract. They get $3 million per tribe to buy whatever they want.
And you're 100%. Producing, you're basically producing like gray water, right? Like this isn't.
No, it's black water. I want to be clear. We do both.
Okay.
We do the whole house. We are very rare. Most of the competitors are only doing gray. We do the whole stack.
All right. Thank you so much. Are there any sharks interested to connect, if any? All right. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate that. Great project. Please keep doing this. And thank you for your presentation. The next person to present is Rafael Piena. Rafael, are you there? You ready? Let's rock.
Yeah, hi.
All right.
Yes.
You got 2 minutes. Go for it.
All right, Sharks. So basically, you know, there's a problem right now with realtor safety. Realtors, you know, they're always putting themselves out there on Instagram, Zillow, all over the place. And unfortunately, 75,000 of them on an annual basis are affected by robbery, assault, identity theft, and some prefer not even to say what has happened, what happened to them. And another study came out recently where 40% of them in urban areas don't feel safe, don't have that confidence whenever they go to one of these showings. So comes in a solution. We check. What we're doing is we've developed our minimal viable product is one where you can put the prospect's phone number on our application, and out will come a couple names that they can choose. From there, they'll see a report on the person. This happens in a matter of seconds, where you'll be able to see if the person has a criminal infraction, things like that. But then also some other information that provides some more insights on that individual, perhaps like bankruptcy, foreclosure, things like that, which then also allows for the realtor to also prioritize clients. I mean, depending on who they want to be speaking to at that very moment. And also allows for the realtor to have some more insights to understand how they should be leading that client or having certain conversations with that client. There are 2 million realtors, licensed real estate agents in the United States. And we see this opportunity. Actually, we just came back. This week was their annual National Association of Realtor event. We were there, spoke to National Association of Realtors, different associations around the country, also potential partners. And sorry, I hit the mute button by mistake. And you know, we received a lot of interest. We already have a little bit of traction now with one realty company in Miami called United Real Estate Miami. And they have 230 realtors, which we're onboarding. And our model went from going from a subscriber base where we were going for individual realtors to now going B2B, focusing enterprise level, focusing on the realty companies, associations, and also some other partners that we can help. We have a 15-member team. The majority of them are in Argentina that we've worked with in the past in other things.
And last time, please wrap this up. Your final statement, if you have.
Gotcha. Raising $1 million, raised 100,000 so far, and I'll stop now.
All right, appreciate that. All right, thank you. Yes, Sharks, your questions.
Rafael, I have a question. There's maybe just walking myself through this. One, do you have to get people's verification in order to run their phone number through this platform? And then two, the reality of if you're preparing to show a house to someone and you've already agreed to do that, are realtors then turning people down if they see something on this report that they don't like? And then how do you address this concern with open houses? Because I think a lot of times that's when realtors are getting accosted. At least that's when I've sort of seen this problem out there. And in those cases, you can't pre-validate people. So how can this product really eliminate this problem?
So you're right about a few things. So let me answer one by one. So basically, you don't need someone's authorization to look them up on public records, right? So these we're grabbing data from public records from all over the place. And second, in regards to someone open houses and things like that, you're right. We're building a feature that is check-in for open houses, which will mitigate some of that, but it's not obviously any random person can come to an open house. However, for showings when someone is going to see a place one-on-one, And open houses are typically for the buy and sale of a home. A showing could be for a rental. And now with the market, the way that it's going, there's going to be a lot of more people renting. And so you're going to see a lot more realtors do one-on-one, one-off showings to, rent the property out. And that's where this tool is definitely going to be coming in handy. Did I answer all your questions?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone expressed concern about discrimination?
Oh, here we go. Perfect.
That's a weird question, but it's the first thing that popped in my mind is, oh no, are we going to stop selling to people who might be considered less desirable?
Actually, that was part of Kevin's questions that I forgot to answer as well. So, you're talking about the Fair Housing Act, right? The Fair Housing Act requires for realtors to, not discriminate based off sex, religion, race, and things like that. So we're not displaying that information. We're not displaying whether that person is male or female or whatnot. And we're not displaying the religion. We're not displaying the race or anything like that. We also have disclaimers and terms and conditions that obviously warn the individual this is not to, they have to abide by the FHA. And then they also have to abide by the Fair Credit Reporting Act and all these other different rules. They agree to all these terms and conditions before using the product.
I often too wonder about how does the company WeCheck protect itself if a realtor gathers data and they feel like, oh, this is good, and then something then happens. Are they able to come after you? So that's more of a maybe a rhetorical but hypothetical question I keep thinking in my mind. This seems like a really challenging problem that you're addressing. So I'm curious as to whether or not this can be solved. That's all.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a good concern. What I'll tell you is that, using certain verbiages like, hey, a possible, this could possibly be someone that you want to be cautious with, using certain, verbiage where it's not a guaranteed, where these results are not guaranteed, things like that, and having trainings with realtors where they understand what they're receiving, and that some data might be omitted due to certain public records being blocked because, like, for example, in certain states like Massachusetts, certain data is on criminal records are not being shown. So it's all about providing those disclaimers and things like that when those realtors are receiving that information.
So are you only showing like this criminal record history on the person? Because there are lots of websites that they're paid, but you can pay, I don't know, I mean, I don't know how much they cost, but I would assume not more than $40, $50 a month. And then you can run a report on everyone. So like, which sources are you using, and what information except for this criminal record are you able to provide to the realtors?
Yeah, so in regards to the sources that we're using various different sources, and to really like go into depth about like where some of our data sets are coming from, I'd have to do like an NDA, because that's like some information that I cannot be releasing, especially since it's going to go on YouTube. But what I can say is that there is a lot of public information out there for a lot of those things. But like I said, criminal, also, bankruptcies, judgments, foreclosures, those types of details will be coming out, as well as other related phone numbers, related people, and things like that. And you're absolutely right. There are other companies that do that. There is one company focused as a real estate niche for this particular thing that we're doing here. And that company, they've attained about a quarter of the market for this. They're currently publicly traded, and they're at $250 million in market cap, doing $57 million in annual income. And the reason for that is because now real estate associations are really seeing this as a big value add, and so are real estate companies. And so really we're their only competitors now that have come up into the space. And these real estate associations didn't have any other choice, really. They just have that competitor, right? Now we're coming in and we're saying, hey, look, we exist. we offer a better product and better pricing. Let's have a conversation. So they've pretty much paved the way, and now we're coming in and
all right,
providing a service, but we're also adding other features that provide more value as well, and that we would be more than happy to show that roadmap, just not on this call.
Raphael, I would say that first, I'm going to pass on this, but I think that your potential bigger market is creating a platform that allows realtors to quickly gather personable information about someone that they might use to connect with that buyer so that they can increase the probability that they're going to sell that property. So, because
100%.
The problem you're talking about is there, but I think the bigger market is for how do realtors use this to actually sell the property.
You're spot on. That's part of the roadmap. It's just, but yes, it's part of the AI learning model that we're building that grabs certain piece of information about those individuals that they've published out there, and then comes out with sentiment analysis.
Raphael, thank you so much. We got to move on. Just final question to the Sharks. Is there anyone interested to connect with Raphael and with their interesting technology? All right. Thank you, Raphael, for your presentation. Great product. Very interesting, actually. And we're moving on to the next presenter. The next presenter is Piang Xu Gatheri from amotionsync.com. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right.
Hi, everyone. My name is Piang. I'm the founder and CEO of Emotions. Emotions is an AI coaching and upskilling startup. We have an AI coach that can understand someone's personal situation as well as her company's content and knowledge, and can provide in the moment real-time coaching based on the knowledge. And we can help train frontline managers, new hires, get them be more effective and onboard them quickly. We can also help people learn job-specific skills like sales, customer service, or help people improve soft skills like communication and emotional intelligence. My background, I'm originally from China. I got interested in the internet because without that, I wouldn't be able to apply to schools here. I went to Yale, got my master's in sociology. And after Yale, started working in tech as a product manager. So work at companies like Ticketmaster, GoDaddy for 10 years before I launched Emotions. And out of my own pain point, when I started my career as a product manager, I didn't know how to do my job and lead teams. So wanted to build the product to help myself and others. Our product is launched. It's available on emotionsinc.com if you want to try. We're about to start a trial with McKinsey, and we're doing second demos with McDonald's and other Intel and other companies as well. And we're tapping into a $300 billion workplace training industry, $2 trillion knowledge management. And our product, compared to human coaches, it's a lot more scalable and affordable, and also be available 24/7. So we can provide, it's almost like a friend and a coach, always they're available to help the employees and also help reduce the burden of the HR and the managers to answer questions. So, and our team is a talented team of engineers and designers. We're raising seed round and also accept angel checks so that we can invest in expanding the capability of the product. So we have the web application launch, we have the mobile app launch, and we are building Slack integration. So having the product to be able to integrate with different systems, making the product available anytime, anywhere where someone can use it, as well as tapping into companies' HR system learning.
Your last time, please wrap this up, your final statement.
Yeah, so we're looking for people connect with investors as well as people to pilot and try our products. So you can find me on LinkedIn, Piang Shi Gatheri, search by Emotions, or Piang at emotionsinc.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Piang. All right, dear Sharks, your questions.
How are you training your AI model, and what is the underlying technology?
Yeah, so right now we have a lot of content that we have made with psychologists and certified coaches and industry leaders, and then we use those videos and content to inform the AI to get it to learn to talk more like a human coach and We also tapping into companies' content and knowledge. So if they have any training material content, we can feed that into the AI. We're currently using GPT-4, and we are using LangChain, setting up vector stores, and we looking to update it to GPT-4 Turbo 4. But we build it in a way that's flexible, that we can swap it out with other models if needed. We're also considering moving to Microsoft Azure OpenAI, so making it more secure and company feel more comfortable as well.
With respect to kind of the value added aspect of it, like obviously there's like custom GPTs now, like I can do a lot of the training myself. What is the value that you are specifically adding to the process? Do you have some kind of intermediary layer where, you know, just beyond normal like chatbots that you're adding something interesting?
Yeah, so our product, you can talk to the AI in voice. It can respond back in text. We want the AI to come back with voice as well. Anyone can, send PDFs to ChatGPT and make your own GPT. But if we want to get into context of someone, for example, integrating with someone's Zoom and Slack and getting insights on what they're typing and writing, and also, as well as integrating with the company system like HR system, learning management system, and getting all those require a lot of software integrations. And also we can analyze the trend for both the person and the company. So we're giving a company more high-level trends analysis, not just an individual. Each of them go to use GPT. So there's a big amount of kind of software integration and data aggregation that we can do.
And so it sounds like you have a couple of like interesting pilots on the go, and you mentioned that you're in conversation with McDonald's.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, and are those just early stage right now, or are they like a pilot that's in flight right now?
So we're going through security checks with about to start a trial with McKinsey. And for McDonald's, we're doing second demos and some other companies as well. So they haven't paid us yet, but we're kind of in the process of moving forward.
Okay, cool. And this is definitely a space that interests me, having kind of come from the HR tech stream, and we invest pretty heavily in AI companies. So at the very least, I would like to stay in touch and would be happy to connect with you. Probably a little bit early for our investing thesis, but definitely interesting.
Thank you. Yeah.
Sounds exciting. What Shark is in? Congratulations. As there more?
I have a quick question. So the pilots, are this going to be paid pilots, and what are the KPIs? So how will McKinsey know if the pilot is successful?
Yeah, we're gonna charge small amount of fee for some of those KPIs, depending on who we're like our product is coaching and training. For example, like McKinsey is consultant, so we'll look at things like how employees feeling sentiments and retention rate and employee engagement rate, and we can have productivity measures depending on, for example, like if we're training customer success people, we can measure how fast they close the ticket, what their customer client satisfaction scores are, things like that. So depending on the kind of employees and people. And if we're training frontline manager, we can also measure their own employees' retention rate, their own employees' engagement score, and things like that.
Similar to you guys are a little too early for us, but I'd be happy to stay connected. We do a lot of investing in the HR and AI space.
Great, yeah, thank you.
Two Sharks saying congratulations.
Yeah, I would say the same. I'd like to stay in touch about it because it seems as though this company is more of a data company, and the medium that you get the data is through the coaching. Because as a company, like a corporation, having this data is incredibly valuable. How you get it, that's the issue. So I'm interested to stay in touch. It is too early for me as well, but add me to the newsletter.
Okay, great. Yeah, thank you.
Three Sharks are in. Congratulations. So thank you so much. We're moving on to the next presenter. If no more questions, we'll connect you after the event. Thank you so much. So we have a little change here. Now, Michael Lam from Vietnam will present, because I just realized that in Vietnam it's 2:30 a.m. and we're gonna give him an opportunity to pitch with priority. And then after that, Imad Al-Rabi. So Michael, are you ready? Michael, are you there?
Yes, I'm ready.
You got 2 minutes. You may start. And
okay. Good morning, Sharks. I'm Michael Lam, the founder and CEO of Resale, the complete real estate a trade platform based in Vietnam. And Resale is built to solve the biggest problem of real estate market of Vietnam, that is non-optimal and untransparent transaction. And the platform is being developed in phases, and now we are at phase one. And I can briefly describe the phase one as follows. For sales agents and individuals and organizations of different industries who want to make income from real estate, we share with the web and app-based platform with a fleet of sales experts who can directly have the sales member to close deal successfully is a very optimal solution. And we shall offer the quality property from local leading project developers and owners, and competitive shares of commission, and tools very useful and new, like CRM. And we are continuously develop the utility and functions to have the sales agent and members to close deal and make the bigger sales volumes. And our attractions now, we have completed 2 websites, one Android and iOS application, and our revenues is $100K US for 1 year operation. And we have very experienced and strong founding team with from 10 to 20 years experience and very profound expertise of real estate, marketing, technology, and finance. And our ask is $1 million for in exchange of 20% of the company. Thank you.
Right on time. Thank you so much, Michael. Right on time. Azem, any questions from the Sharks?
Sure. So my fund is an investor in Homebase, and then I also a homeowner in Vietnam myself.
Oh, great. Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you.
Thanks. I guess one of the things I'm curious about is how you're dealing with fake listings, because we tried to sell a house in Vietnam about 6 months ago, and one of the things we found looking at sites is that people will put up, we have this apartment available, you call them, it's not available. There's no like MLS system. So I'm curious how you guys are tackling that issue.
We are very experienced in real estate in Vietnam. Like I already manage a traditional real estate agency for 4 years, and my founder, one of my founder, managed the agency, real estate agency for 7 years. And last 3 years, he made about from 8 to 10 million revenue each year. But recently, because of the circle of the real estate, but right now we have developed this kind of platform to digitally transform the traditional real estate transaction to.
Michael, I'm sorry, but I guess Spencer was asking you a question about, like, do you have any technological solution that prevents a scam in the industry? Am I right, Spencer?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was getting at. Thank you.
Yeah, what I have is the web and app-based technology that can bring brokers. You know that we are focused on project properties, and now there are 4 tiers of the people during the transaction. So now we want to reduce the tiers, to optimize by the technology. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
One more quick question here. How geographically focused are you? Are you mostly focused on Hanoi, or have you been able to expand into Da Nang and Saigon as well?
Now we are basically in the south, in the north. Now I have branches in Hải Phòng and Quảng Ninh, and we are intending to Ho Chi Minh City and even to Asia. and we also bring international property to Vietnam who want to invest to like Australia and Europe.
I think for my fund, we'd like to see you kind of be able to develop both Hanoi and Saigon before it became interesting for us. But let's stay in touch.
All right, congratulations.
Yeah, great. And yeah, great.
Yeah, we'll connect you.
Yeah, nice.
Any other sharks interested to connect with Michael? All right, thank you so much.
We are very ambitious because we have experienced real estate in Vietnam, and so if any are interested, let's connect, and I can express more.
Appreciate that. If anyone would be interested, we'll definitely connect. Appreciate that, and thank you for being so late with us. Appreciate that. Now, Imad El Arabi, Imad, are you ready? Imad, turn on your mic, and I see you guys.
Okay. Hello.
You got 2 minutes. Go for it, guys.
Yeah. So hello, Sharks. I'm Otman, and I'm CEO and co-founder of BuffCloud, along with my colleague Ahmed. So we are creating a cloud platform that offers a ready-to-use solution for fast and convenient way to launch AI applications. So in other words, BuffCloud helps developers and companies integrate AI agents and large language models with one API. So we are offering accessibility and scalability in building AI apps or AI solutions will be as easy as building Lego.
So thanks, Esman. So hey, Sharks, I'm the CTO of BuffCloud. First of all, thank you for having us here. I'm glad to start by saying that our company is backed by Microsoft for Startups, giving us a 25K Azure credits for building our MVP. Now the problem is AI products can be time-consuming to create. They are usually complex, take a lot of time to build, and often you end up creating features that already exist in older products. BuffCloud changed all that. We have got all in one place where you can grab LLM templates and AI agents, making everything way simpler and faster. The AI market set to hit at $267 billion by 2027. We have got this flexible pay-as-you-go and subscription plans, so it's easy for everyone to jump in from some small startups to big companies. With BuffCloud, we are making building AI solution accessible and faster, and that's our story. We are excited to see where it can take us. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much. Such an energy, guys. 2 people are presenting in one room, so it looks fantastic and cool.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Daniel.
Are there some questions from the Sharks?
Thank you, guys. I have a question. So, who do you sell to in an organization? So, who is this person you're selling to? Is it and is it a development tool?
Yeah, it's a development tool, and it's used by the teams, and agencies, and also big companies can use it. So currently, you all know OpenAI, for example. So you all know OpenAI, guys. So currently, like if someone wants to build a AI feature, so is going to OpenAI and bring an API key and connect the API key of OpenAI into his application. So basically, to do that, so it's complex because you need to go to OpenAI and you need to go to other services to build the complete app. So we are providing a one solution that have all necessary features to build an AI app, and we bring it to the developer or teams or developers. So not just this, but we are providing also a product management features. So like agencies and organizations can manage their AI products. So basically each product can have its own features and can be integrated into their applications. So there is some organizations know that have many products in a big project. So they should have a management tool to do that. So and this can be done with BuffCloud. So having the access to all necessary features in one place and the management as well.
Thank you.
Do you require? Oh, sorry,
are we clear enough? Do you get the project?
Yeah. Well, I would ask the question: do you require developers to bring their own API keys for each underlying system?
Yeah. So basically, we are like C. So currently, we are providing like one configuration with one API key. So instead of going and bring API key for OpenAI and bring API key, another API key in another service, so you just need one API to communicate with all these services in our platform.
How do you reconcile the cost? Because
obviously
those APIs are, costing developers something. Like how are you going to bear the cost of that?
Yeah, basically, each like we are charging that is in a pay-as-you-go subscription. Basically, developers are subscribing in a plan that provide like a cost per hour for each resource they are using, and like we are charging them per hour. So if they use like a resource in our platform for 10 hours, we are charging them for this 10 hours. And for example, if we got this APIs from OpenAI, we are ourselves paying API the main API key to OpenAI, and then charge our clients with the cost.
But like in the case of what you just mentioned, like OpenAI is like a usage-based API. If you're charging by the hour, what if I go in and do 100,000 API calls? Doesn't that sort of just bankrupt your company?
No, see, so because currently, like, we are not using only OpenAI, just to mention that, because we are offering also other open source APIs, so that are like hosted in a GPU servers. So, and these GPU servers, we are paying them for per hour. So basically, the cost per hour that we have, for example, if we are paying $0.301 per hour, we will charge our customers like 2 cents more or something like that per hour. So that's our business model. For OpenAI, it's just a use case in the whole system. So, but like we can have like another pricing for OpenAI itself. I'm just giving you example for OpenAI because there is thousands of models out there that can be used in our platform.
All right. And the question is, are there any sharks interested to connect with Imad and the team? All right.
Thank you, Sharks.
Guys, great presentation, great energy. We love it. So thank you. Fantastic. We are reaching.
Thank you, Daniel.
We're approaching the final minutes of our presentation. So let's see who's next. And the next is Luke Peterson. Luke, are you there? You ready?
Yep. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You got 2 minutes. Go for it.
Okay, great. Give me a second. Share my screen.
You cannot share the screen. You only can present.
Can only talk. Sorry about that. Yeah. So we are Digital Things. We're a spatial web CMS. We're calling it a 3 CMS. It's for content management, for creating and sharing 3D experiences on the web and the metaverse. So today's web is powered by content management systems, but ultimately the intrinsic nature of the spatial web, it really needs something different. In 2024, more 3D media will be created than in all past years combined. Generative AI, 3D video capture, and user-generated content is really becoming a reality for the first time. So today, right now, a lot of people don't know, but anyone can create 3D content on their iPhone. In 12 months, Apple iPhones will have 3D scanning, will be native in their devices. But 3D media alone that these things are creating are not shareable web experiences. And today, there's no affordable way to create 3D media on the web. So what Digital Things does is creates the first 3 CMS for the creation, distribution, and monetization of 3D web experiences. We reduce the cost, increase the engagement, simplify the content creation, and provide affordable web distribution. So just think about it. Like what we like to talk about is, 20 years ago, when content was easily being able to be created on their phones, there was the creation in 2005 of Facebook, YouTube, and WordPress. And these reduced the cost, created easy uploading, simple content creation and sharing, and affordable distribution. History is really repeating itself now, this time for the spatial web. And ultimately, the technology companies have built the infrastructure to handle it. So $500 billion have been invested, and 90% of devices can do 3D content. The real problem is 3D development costs. With the exception of games, the minimum cost to develop a 3D site or 3D experience is $25,000 and 6 weeks. So with
Look,
digital
your past time, what's your final statement?
So final statement is that we built a large CMS infrastructure for distributing spatial web content. It bridges 2D content and 3D content into spatial web environment. We've integrated into a number of applications as a CMS for embedding, and we're just hitting the market now.
Okay, thank you.
And,
Got it.
Yeah, put $1 million in.
Appreciate that. So 2 minutes for this final presenter today, and then we'll start final statements. So we'll start with Keshia afterwards. So, is there any questions from the Sharks to this presenter?
I know that my US team has made some investments in the space. I personally wasn't involved, but I'd be happy to learn more and maybe pass you off to someone who's a little more knowledgeable at my firm.
Great.
One Shark is in. Congratulations. Are there more people interested to connect? Fantastic.
Cool.
So it was concise and quick. Thank you, Luke, so much. Appreciate that. And since we're approaching the final part of this day, I'm super excited actually that to see all of you survive this so many pitches. This is amazing. So Keshia told me that she's about to leave. So that's why before I do my statement, I will let you close with your final words of wisdom or whatever you have on your heart and mind.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you all so much for letting me participate today. Apologies, I'm still a little sneezy, but it was great to see the pitches. And as a reminder to founders, keep trying, keep refining. A no from me certainly doesn't mean that it's not an interesting business. It just means that it's not interesting for our particular investment thesis. So don't take that as discouragement at all. Thank you all so much.
We look forward to see you again. Thank you for participating, and we'll see you soon in other pitch events as well. Have a great day, and thank you for joining us, Keshia.
Happy Friday. Thanks, guys.
Happy Friday. All right, so we approach the final part of this presentation and this event, and I thank you all for being with us for these 2 hours. And I know some people didn't present just because we have too many people to present. Apologies for some challenges and issues in the middle of this. Hopefully we resolve this well, and we are protecting our audience. What I can say that at these difficult times, at difficult markets, we have amazing sharks that are willing not only just talk about investment, but also connecting you with other investors, supporting, giving you advice. Such an energy, and you guys try your creative ways of convincing the sharks. So amazing. Thank you for that. And now this is the time when we close this amazing event. And I would start with Spencer, and whatever you guys have on your hearts and minds, your final words of wisdom, recommendations, advice, please do so for entrepreneurs who you've seen today. Spencer, you want to go first?
Great. Thanks, Anil. Yeah, not a whole lot for me, and this is super interesting. My first time participating. Really happy to be here. Looking forward to connecting with a bunch of you, and yeah, that's it for me. Sorry, I don't have any wisdom here.
So exciting to have you, man. Thank you so much for the advice, and I look forward to have you on our events again. Thank you. Elena, Gantvarg, you were several times already, and we enjoyed the words of wisdoms and all the advice, and people connected with you so many already. So what would you say?
Yeah, Daniel, thank you so much. Always pleasure to participate. I agree with Keshia. Please, the companies who presented today, do not feel discouraged in any way. Keep in mind that I think we say no in probably to 95% of the companies that we look at, if not more. And please keep in mind that we said no to quite a few companies that became unicorns after that.
That means that they have so much wisdom and experience that when they select you, that's actually It means a lot that you guys are so far ahead. So thank you for the advice you're sharing, Elena.
Thank you.
Hope to see you again. Then Ellis, please take your turn.
Yeah, thanks, Danil. Always a pleasure. I really enjoyed all the pitches. Maybe I could just leave with some final thoughts on pitching and just a few like sort of tips. I really encourage everyone that's pitching to really focus on the problem that you are solving and the customer that you are serving. At the end of the day, people are going to pay you to solve their problems for them. And if you could do that, then you have a business. So be sure that you know and understand your customer and able to articulate that very clearly. And then just keep your answers as concise as possible. If you have to game out the Q&A process with a friend or colleague just to get better at it. But otherwise, thank you very much to all the entrepreneurs. Appreciate you pitching and sharing your vision. And good luck to everyone.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much. And Kevin, you are first time with us. You're closing this global session with all the wisdom you shared. We so appreciate that. And what would you have on your hearts and minds to share as a final statement for entrepreneurs here, David?
Similar to everyone else, just because it's not a fit, it's just not a fit for each one of our investment strategies. And one thing I always think about with every founder I talk to is, what would it be like to work with this person for the next 10 years? Because that's usually how long it takes for really a company to mature. So if they're concise and they can tell me who they are, what their problem, what problem they're solving, and then what they need help with, I usually try to get that out of the founder in the first 15 minutes. Because after that, it's just like a lot of other information. So try to think about your pitch in that format. But thanks for having me, Danil. Really enjoyed it. It was fun.
It was fun to have you as well. Thank you for the advice and hope to see you again in our events. So guys, so you see how great investors we have every time we invite you. So it's every 2 weeks. Please support us on social media. So we don't want to pay Google and Facebook to bring you all and keep this event free for you. And I posted here the link to the next event that's happening on December 8th, the GGW Sharks 31st. So share your feedback. There is a form here in the chat. And of course, I posted the links of our investors today. They are also on our platform. So let the platform decide who is a fit or not a fit to each other. And the magic will facilitate your connections with the right investors or with the right deal flow. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the week. Great Friday. And enjoy your Thanksgiving. Have a great one. All right. Take care, guys.